As the Festival of the Damned sweeps into the game, there's new fireworks, quality of life updates, Pirate Emporium editions, and Flameheart's return is in the community's hands, as the next decision point is on the horizon. Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Today we have an absolutely humongous one. This Sea of Thieves news episode was action-packed and literally the length of a content update. I absolutely love the direction they're taking Sea of Thieves news at the moment, with it actually being relevant compared to what it was before. So big shout out to John McMurtry and all his team for just taking it in this direction. Really, really good. Okay, let's get going because, as I say, there's so much to cover. Alright, so kicking things off with the Tricksters and Treats event. This is the Halloween event they're doing this year. Surprisingly, it's not called The Damned. Now, I've only just clocked, literally as I'm saying this, that the adventure is called Return of the Damned, so they are doing an Of the Damned event kind of, so it does work. In this event, you can earn a pretty nifty title on hand. It does look quite nice, probably just a reskin of something though. And it's going to be interesting to see whether this event will be like previous events we've had, not in Halloween, just in general, where it's, oh, go out and smash 100 skeletons or something, or if it'll be something more like all of their Damned events, even like last year's. Looking back now, last year's Fate of the Damned is better than any just in-game event we've gotten recently. Not that we've gotten them recently at all, but the events that we have gotten certainly have always been better, so we'll have to see about that. Next up, we have a new firework crate with a new firework which you can purchase in-game. This has the Festival of the Damned emblem on it and just something else that you can fire out to show your appreciation for the ferryman in this festival. If you don't know, the Festival of the Damned is an appreciation for the ferryman, that's why it happens, so an appreciation for all he does. Very quickly, there's new merch in the rare store which very little people care about, but if you do want to go and pick it up, it's relatively nice, although I've never been a fan of seasonal merch myself, because after the season, well, you can't really wear it until next year, otherwise you'll seem a bit odd. We also have the Spooky Selects music, which will be releasing on the usual places, so YouTube, iTunes, Deezer, Amazon Music, Google Music, all the usual places, and when it releases I can only presume that it'll be the tavern music in the Halloween style, because it keeps in line with the Shanty Selects, but it's obviously called Spooky Selects, related to Halloween, so that's what I reckon it'll be. Next on the list, we have a Pirate Emporium sale, the 28th of October to the 1st of November, so really not that long. 4 days. It looks like it's Halloween themed from what they've shown, so most Halloween stuff will probably have a discount on it. I could be wrong here, but that is my best guess. Next up, as well as tomorrow, October 20th, being able to buy the new firework crate after server maintenance and the update, they're introducing a new Pirate Emporium set, the first time they've actually done 2 Halloween sets in 1 year. And this time it is the Graveyard Gladiator set. Kicking things off with the costume, there are more traditional things they could have gone for, but I do like the new take on a gladiator nonetheless. The costume doesn't look as premium as some of the other costumes, so I'll have to wait and see for the new built-in emote. There's also the new Evil Doer emote pack. They look a bit weird, I'm going to be honest. I mean, I don't know who's going to be using these, but if you want them, you can go buy them. However, the Graveyard Gladiator weapons look phenomenal. In the sense they look clean. They don't look that premium, I'm going to be honest. There could have been way more detail added to them, but there's nothing we can really do about that. The ship set likewise looks meh. The figurehead looks just stunning. The sails aren't really collectors. The capstan cannon and helm were a bit average. I don't know, overall it is a really nice ship set, but it's the price justifiable. $30 or around £25 I think is the conversion rate-ish. I don't know, it just doesn't seem justifiable as cool of a set as it is. There's also a new freebie emote, and that is the Juggling Pumpkin emote. Go pick it up, it's actually quite a nice one, especially if you have the Jackaloota costume, so definitely worth going and stopping by whenever you're in game. It's free after all, who doesn't like free stuff? Now I know so many people are going to wear this. This is the first time we've ever gotten close to a skeleton curse in-game. The Spinal costume, finishing off the Spinal ships that they started ever so long ago. Well, not the rest of the ship parts, but the costume, it just looks phenomenal. Inspired by State of Decay, this costume, you've got red eyes, you've got a shield, I don't know, it just looks so good. It looks so incredibly good. Definitely 1000% worth picking up. Next up is quality of life updates, or rather a recap and an announcement of them. They were subtly added in the patch notes last update, and yet for some reason I didn't mention it in that corresponding Sea of Thieves news episode anyway. The first one is mainly for content creators, as I don't really know why you'd get any use out of it otherwise, but you can replace gamer tags and ship sets independently. So if you're streaming or recording for a video, you can replace your gamer tags and then your ship independently, same goes for other ones. Next up is the absolute big one, Ferry of the Damned loading times. And they're quite interesting, they're going to make quite some significant changes to PvP. Basically, if you're on your own on a solo sloop, then you're going to have Ferry of the Damned waiting times of 15 seconds. If you duo slooping, your wait times will be 19 seconds. If you're on a brigantine, your wait times will be 23 seconds. And finally, if you're on a galleon, there'll be a solid 25 seconds. So between them, there's 10 seconds difference, which can easily be the difference between sinking or saving. So interesting options there, we'll have to see how it plays out. The final thing and the biggest thing on our list today is the next adventure. I didn't realise the decision point was going to be this soon, but yet Return of the Damned is going to be a decision point between, as normal as we had before, the Reapers and Bell Pendragon, the good guys, whether we bring Flameheart back or not. This is such a critical moment. They're putting this in a decision point. My excitement when I first heard about this, I didn't realise they were going to be putting this into a decision point. This is ridiculous, they're giving this much power to the community. The amount of characters that will be affected by this or not is going to be amazing. This time, I do think that the Servant of the Flame and the Reapers are going to win. Why? Well, most Athena people are going to probably help the Reapers in this decision point, because it's going to be a lot more interesting. They do need a victory, and seeing Flameheart in a body is going to be so cool. Honestly, I'd bring him back just to kill him again. So we'll have to wait and see with that. But I do think the majority of it will be not stopping him. It'll be off the scale to just bring him back. It'll also depend on the gameplay as well, and if there's any other side effects, such as what will happen either way. Hopefully they'll give some hints at what will happen, because if it's going to be, I don't know, Flameheart will then destroy Golden Sands, well, no one's going to do that. that won't be it, but obviously if there's something like that, if there's a repercussion that people don't want, then that will affect which side they're going to side with. Honestly, I don't mind who wins in this, to be honest. I'd love if Flameheart comes back, but equally, I'm Athena, I'm with the Pirate Lord to heart, so we'll have to see. I'm pretty much neutral on this, almost. I need more time to process this and who I'm going to side with, and I'll have to see the gameplay as well. But the trailer will be on the 31st of October, so definitely a lot to get excited about that on Halloween. That does just about bring us to the end of the video though. What a news update this was. So let me know what you think of all this down in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, then please do consider leaving a like. It really helps out the channel an absolute ton. And subscribe to stay up to date with all the latest Sea of Thieves news as and when it comes out. And while you're at it, why not hit the bell as well? We're really close to 10k subscribers now, and I've got some really awesome plans for when we hit it. But anyways, apart from all that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.